Okay, so I'll be sharing your work from last week. You can hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so this is what you're looking at right now is the question from last week. It reads as follows: differentiate between bond and public warehouses. I would like to create a bit of I'd like to create something here, just to have a different kind of view, so that we can answer this question correctly.
Okay.
So your answer is what you're looking at right now, that a bond warehouse is very costly to construct. My comment about that is that both public and bond warehouses are expensive. Both public and bond warehouses are expensive to construct. Your answer is that a bond warehouse is very costly to construct, while a public warehouse is not that costly. I don't think that's correct. So a bond warehouse is mainly created. Your second answer is that a bond warehouse is mainly created for foreign customers, imports and exports, while a public warehouse is mainly created for locals and retailers and wholesalers. That's true. That's correct. A bond, your third answer, a bond warehouse is set up for a long-term distribution, while a public warehouse is set up for short-term distribution. That is also true, but not entirely, because a bond warehouse can also be for short-term, especially where a person. Let me just remind you quickly what a bond warehouse is by simply typing here. So now, a bond warehouse is that type of warehouse where you find more often than not you're using them at the port. Imagine of a warehouse at the port of Kenya, near the port of Kenya. So it is used to store materials before they are moved from the port. That is its main purpose. Before the materials are moved away from the port, then that's what you use it for. So where you have a warehouse like that one, then this would be the most probable answers for it. So let me type here.
Okay.
Let me type here at the bottom that a bond warehouse, one of its main characteristics is that it stores materials at the port. At the port.
Okay.
All right. So if you say at the port, and then for public warehouses, you say it stores materials inland, in the inland area. Yes, inland. Let me write that.
Okay, I've gotten it.
Yeah, you gotten it. Yeah.
Yes.
Stores materials inland. So that is a public warehouse. A bond warehouse is it accumulates charges per day. So people are charged per day. If you exceed maybe a certain amount of time, mostly in Kenya, you are allowed to store materials for 2 weeks. But if you exceed by 2 weeks, then you start accumulating charges per day. However, for the other type of warehouses, the public warehouses, the charges accumulate based on what you had agreed with the person who you entered into a contract with. If you entered into a contract, the materials will be stored for 3 days. After 3 days, you just enter into a new contract, not per day. Another point is that a bond warehouse is relatively large. The correct word is relatively large. Let me see what you put down on that one. You said, okay, you didn't mention. Did you mention about sizes? You didn't mention about sizes. It's relatively large. And then a public warehouse can be large or small, but a bond warehouse, there is no need of a bond warehouse being small. So a public warehouse can be large or small. Now, when you add your 2 points here, that a bond warehouse is created for foreign customers. That would be correct, and mainly for long-term distribution. Don't say it's entirely for long-term distribution. It's mainly for long-term distribution. Then that one will make a very, very good point. Now, what I need to comment, another comment that I made below here is the first comment that both public and bond warehouses are expensive to construct. Let me zoom in so that you can see it much better. That both public and bond warehouses, this comment, you need to have more than 5 answers.
Okay.
Lawrence, we have agreed over a period of time that for a person who passes in NEC exams doesn't need to know everything. What they need to actually do is answer more than 5. And let me illustrate that very, very quickly. If you look at my screen right now, you will see a blank Word document. I have a blank Word document, and I will post a question here where I will say discuss 5 benefits of a warehouse. Now, what you are expected, and I keep saying, is that you need to have a point, a hyphen, and then an explanation. So you need to have these 5 of them.
Okay.
You need to have 5. These are for 5 now. Now, these ones are the minimum you need to have is 5. Now, assuming you put 6 and 7, and then say these 2 are wrong. In the first 5, 2 are wrong. Assuming these 2 are wrong, let me put them in red so that it looks as if it's wrong. You see, you still have 5 good points, well explained. Let me explain to you what I mean. One of the benefits of a warehouse is that it gives time utility. It holds materials in the warehouse and bridges the gap between. There's a gap between the time materials arrive in the warehouse, in the organization, to when they are transported to the final customer. For example, they arrive today, but the customer will need them on Friday. So the time in between, that is what we call time utility, filling a time gap. But suppose this point is put like this. A warehouse fills a time gap which creates time utility. Let me tell you what happens here. Welcome, Sandra. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please type in the public chats that you can hear me. Please type in the public chat that you can hear and see me. All right. Okay, thank you. So what I'm saying is that you should be seeing a screen where I'm trying to explain Sandra, I was trying to explain to Lawrence the major problem that I encountered when you were answering your questions, especially with you, Sandra. This problem is bigger with you than even with Lawrence. So this point will be even more important for you than for anybody else. The point is this, that you are not writing 5 answers. The kind of revision we are doing is to practice how we will answer these questions in the exam. This is your final semester. It is your term 3. So you will not go back to doing these questions again. You will not go back to revising or doing warehousing again. You will not. And so with that, even for the ones, by the way, if just assuming they don't know, even for the ones who are not coming to class, you're not going to teach them again next semester. We have decided against it because we have tried as much as possible. We have texted them. I keep messaging in the WhatsApp group. So we have just decided we are not going to have them for term 3. Again, term 3 is for your revision, and next semester we're going to have a different term 3. So I don't think it would be wise for us to continue having a group that does not seem so interested in attending classes. Let me just come back to the point and say, so this is basically your last semester to practice on answering NEC questions. I have explained here that assuming we have such a question which says discuss 5 benefits of a warehouse, most of the questions in NEC are 10 marks. Whether they are 10 marks or not, I would like you to practice, the two of you, please practice in the discussion forum questions all the time, that you make sure you have at least 5 answers. 5. But I always keep saying 2 could be wrong. Yellow is correct. Yellow represents the ones that are correct, but the red ones are the ones that are wrong. Now, assuming you have 2 wrong, it means that you will only achieve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks. But suppose you had more than that, you added these 2 points, so you had 7 points instead of the normal 5. Even if 2 are wrong, these 2 in red are wrong, you still gain your 10 points. And I was trying to explain why it is important to have a hyphen in between the point and the explanation. If you don't have a hyphen, one of your answer will look like this one that I am putting in gray. That a warehouse fills a time gap which creates time utility. What you're telling the examiner is, I have a point and an explanation there, but please choose for me which one is the point and which one is the explanation. Don't leave that one to the examiner. Don't allow the examiner to imagine which is the question, which is the point, and which is the explanation. More often than not, they will give you 1 mark here because it looks like it's one and the same. They'll just give you 1 mark. A warehouse fills a time gap which creates time utility, 1 mark, because they are marking. You know, we always say, don't let the examiner think on your behalf, think on behalf of the examiner. But suppose you just make it as easy as this one that I will highlight here in blue. This one here is this blue, or whatever this color is, looks like turquoise something. So time utility, hyphen, you put a hyphen here. This is the hyphen I am putting in purple. Time utility, hyphen, filling, the warehouse fills a time gap. The warehouse fills. Okay, don't like students calling me when class is going on. Just give me a minute. I'll be back just shortly. Just give me a minute. Let me mute my mic so that I pick this call. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
hope you can hear me now, guys.
Yes, me I can hear you.
All right. Okay. Sorry about that. That call took longer than I thought. Mother, your microphone is on. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So I was just explaining a few things about our discussion. I will explain to let you catch up, Mother, with us on what we have done, what we did last week. But for now, allow me to continue with what I was trying to explain here. I was explaining we are doing revision and we are using discussion forums that from topic 1 all the way to the far I had gone. We did discussion forums for topic 1 last week and for topic 2. Now, the greatest problem I found, which I will not allow please to continue, is the failure to write your answers. Sandra, I hope Sandra is the most affected. Sandra, can you hear me? Please type if you can hear me, Sandra. Sandra is the most affected, and I would like to display what she did so that I can assist and improve, so that we can have improvement from next time. Sandra cannot hear me. Sandra hasn't typed yet, so I'm not sure whether she's with us. And I don't want to allow a situation where what happened last week will repeat itself. So let me just shortly give her a call. Let me just give her a call very, very shortly. Because I will not allow that to happen next time. That will be unfortunate. Because it will mean we are not learning. Let me just I hope you can hear me now.
Yeah, me, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, sorry for that. Keeping on logging out and logging in again is becoming a bit of problematic for me. Sandra, I was trying to reach you. I see now you're back. I've called you twice. I don't want you to miss any part of this, because for yours, I will display what you did, your work last week, and you will clearly see what I'm trying to illustrate here. It's impossible to continue and say we're having revision if our answers are going to be the way they were last week. It will not be. It will be untrue. It will be untrue to say that we'll be learning. I'm trying to share with you my page. I think it has it has come. Should be coming to you live right now. Yes. So I gave a question here. Assuming this is a question, this is the question that discuss 5 benefits of a warehouse. I'm saying we must have 5 points well explained, and I was just explaining here before I logged out the difference between using a hyphen and the difference between not using a hyphen. So this is not using a hyphen. The one in gray is not using a hyphen. And the examiner will generally not select for you which one is the point and which one is the explanation. And so you will get 1 mark. And if you get 1 out of all this, even if you write 7, that will just be, even if you write 7 points, that will just be 7 points out of 10, meaning you'll keep losing a lot of marks up to the end. You keep losing a lot of marks. I hope I'm still audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Now this is the one where you use a hyphen. The one I'm trying to type right now in purple. You write time utility, then put a hyphen. The hyphen I wanted to be in purple. I'll just change the color just now. So you explain the same explanation here, but now with the hyphen, it becomes easier for the examiner to give you the mark. The warehouse creates or fills a time gap. I was trying to explain that time gap is where more often than not you have suppliers bring materials to your warehouse. They bring materials earlier than expected, and then you need those materials. If they bring, for example, today is a Wednesday, and then the materials are supposed to be received by the customers on a Friday, then you will have a lot of time in between, which is you just take the materials to the warehouse, thereby filling a time gap, which we call time utility. So this here is the time utility. The one in turquoise, I think, is the point. The one in blue is the hyphen, and the rest is the explanation. And with this, I will assure you, you will be awarded 2 marks. It is very easy to do that. Please do not forget that. We are doing revision. We have just explained we will not have this class from next semester. It is a practice. We are practicing how to answer questions. We can do this very well, such that I don't think you will ever come back to revising warehousing again. Now, with that having been said, let me show you what your marks were from last week. What your from last week. This is topic 1. This is Lawrence's work, and so the questions are as follows. These are the questions that we had. Differentiate between a bond and a public warehouse. We have explained a bond warehouse here below. I hope I find it. Okay, let me just repeat that a bond warehouse is usually at the port. It is mainly large. It mainly stores materials that are coming from outside Kenya. Its customers are also from foreigners, mainly foreigners, but public warehouses are just warehouses that are created to store materials that are being transported. So they are hired for a short period of time. But bond warehouses, you can store materials for very long periods of time. Now, the other question was the relationship between production and warehousing. As you would expect, that question was well answered. I'm still using Lawrence's answer here. I hope you can see my page as I flip through. As you can see my screen as I flip through the pages. This is the answer to that question. Again, as you can see my comment, this is the comment for you, Lawrence, that your answers are correct. However, you still need more than 5 answers because you gave 4. Here are your answers. You only gave 4. Again, you did it the way I have asked not to do. You just gave sentences. For example, number 4, warehouse provides a safe place for goods to be kept for a better price when being sold after coming from the production sector. Why don't you just write a simple point, put a hyphen, and then a simple explanation? It makes your work very easy. This is what I expect today moving forward. The third question was the basic functions of a warehouse. I don't think anybody in this class can ever fail that question. But the other point is just putting a hyphen between the point and the explanation. The other discussion forum was for topic 2. This is topic 2. Here, discussion forum, there were 3 questions. This is question 1, says highlight the importance of inspecting materials. Let me use Sandra's work now. This is what Sandra wrote. Discuss the importance of inspecting materials. As you can see, she's only listing. We have around 2 hours to do this work. It's about a few minutes to 3 p.m. I will give you 2 hours to do this work. So there are only 3 questions. I only ask 3 questions in every discussion forum, maximum of 4. So point form will not work for me. I want you to practice how you will answer them. But they were all correct. However, the importance of inspecting materials is to minimize risk, to avoid doing inspection again, and to create confidence in customers, and also reducing cost. The second question, this one, explain 5 factors you'd consider when receiving goods from suppliers. 5 factors you would consider when receiving goods from suppliers. She wrote 3, which are correct. The condition of the goods, the number of goods received, the quantity of goods received. You can also consider to check whether this is the correct destination of the goods. Is this the correct place? More often than not, it will be the correct place, but sometimes you can find the supplier has brought to the wrong point. Maybe you have several inspection places and you need them to go to one particular one. So you can confirm that. The final question, highlight 5 disadvantages of using store materials on verbal requests. This question is misunderstood. Interestingly, this is the last question that we did before COVID-19 struck last semester. Highlight 5 disadvantages of issuing store materials on verbal requests. Now, the problem with this question is misunderstanding it. Let me show you her answers. I hope Sandra is here. Sandra, I hope you're enjoying seeing your answers. It may lead to the loss of materials. This occurs when the goods are issued, not recorded. The materials may get spoiled. It can lead to theft of the materials. Those answers are out of topic. They are totally out of topic. Why am I saying so? Let me explain to you what this question means. And I have explained to you. If you check in my comments here, I have explained. I think you did not understand the question correctly. Let me explain. In normal circumstances, we can only issue materials from the warehouse when a customer provides the correct documents. What I am saying is that when we are issuing materials from the warehouse, and we know this, you must come with a materials requisition note. You don't do it by the word of mouth. You don't come and say, give me ile ingine, give me that one. You don't come and say that. We will not. We never issue materials by word of mouth, or if someone does not have the right documents. If they come with the wrong documents, or the materials requisition note is not filled out correctly, such that maybe it is missing a signature or they has the wrong date, we will still not issue. So the question is therefore asking you, why is it bad to issue materials after a customer has asked by word of mouth? That is the question. Why is it bad to issue materials when a customer has requested by word of mouth? They don't have a document, they have nothing to show. So let me reread the question now. Highlight 5 disadvantages of issuing store materials on verbal requests from users. I will require all of you, the 3 of you, to repeat this question. Let me see what Lawrence wrote. Fantastic. Let me not discuss what Lawrence wrote. Except Lawrence, Mother, and Sandra, I will require you to repeat this question. Highlight 5 disadvantages of issuing stores materials, and I will lock you out from seeing I will lock you out from seeing Lawrence's answers. Me unlock this one. I know you can see me locking and unlocking, but it's okay. This is what we do behind the scenes. Let me just lock it here. Let me lock Lawrence's answers. Now, I have just explained. Let me re-explain. Let me reread what I wrote to Sandra. I'm saying, in normal circumstances, we only issue materials from the warehouse when a customer provides the correct documents. The correct document in this case is a materials requisition note. We never issue materials by word of mouth, or when someone does not have the right document filled correctly. So the question is, why is it a problem for you? Highlight 5 disadvantages of issuing stores materials on verbal requests. Now, I think I will post it in the next discussion forum question, and then we can use it. We can use it for that. We can answer that question. Mother and Sandra, I require you to answer that question together with the ones for today. So, Mother, let me catch you up quickly. Like you have done, other students in this class decided not to log in. I was about to cancel the class last week when they showed up. If you can check just above where you have logged in into the audio conference, the big blue button, there is a note where I have written. Let me just read that note and share it as I read, because last week, if you will check, it was about week we were in week 6, topic 6. So this is, let me see, yeah, it's sharing. Let me make it a bit bold. Let me enlarge and yes, so that we can all see what I wrote. I was very serious, and this was after consultation with your HOD, with your dean, with as many people as possible. I wrote, after assessing the class attendance and after consultation, this unit has had no student participating in class during the live class. You will notice that I did not say this unit has had no student. I said this unit has had no student participating in class during the live class by week 6. There shall no longer be an upload of learning materials until the issue is sorted comprehensively with the students. So that is what we are doing. We are sorting the issue now. So up to when we get to where I had reached, that's when we shall continue with the other revision. So now we are doing 2 topics, 2 discussion topics per week. So the unit lecturer myself requires each student to contact me directly. Nobody did that except one. Only one student did that, and I'm grateful for for that student reaching out to me. Just to inform me what was happening. So this is the way forward, mother. They did we have discussed together with you. Let me keep sharing. Let me keep sharing my screen so that you see what I am doing. It's only fair for you to see what I am doing on this side. This is the beginning of what is appearing on your screen is the top of the unit. So we have announcements, where I have said listen to the recording of the big blue button written audio conference. You don't have to do that. I think by now I have already updated you. Then you have my details and even my email, time of the class, and other information. Just after that, okay, I have taken the class attendance registers. I really don't need to show you that because up to week 6 there was 0 attendance, but I will take the class attendance just now so that you see how I usually do it. Revision for introduction to source management. This is the beginning of topic 1. So there's an introduction here, and then there are notes. You already have the notes, but I have uploaded the notes for anybody who may need them. These ones. In every topic you will have notes. In every topic you will have a discussion forum, and in every topic you will have a big blue button. Now the big blue button will not help you because nobody was attending the classes because it's supposed to be a live class. But what I want us to look at every time is a discussion forum. So last week, Sandra and Lawrence and the others did discussion forum for week 1. Those are the questions, mother, we have done now. And then now below that, you can see topic 2, revision on receipt, inspection, and issuing. Then we have again an introduction. We have notes for anybody who needs notes. These are the notes. And then we have a discussion forum for week 2. They also did that one. Today, we are attempting the questions in revision in topic 3, revision on identification of materials. So there will be questions on identification of materials, and I want to unrestrict that just now. You have until 5 p.m. to do that, and then I will make my comments. Let me unrestrict it. I will make until 5 p.m. So today is June the 24th. Until 5 p.m. you have the ability to do that. June the 24th by 5 p.m. So do attempt the questions in discussion forum for topic 3 and discussion forum for week 3 and discussion forum for week 4, revision on stock control. Attempt those questions. Another thing we agreed is that we are doing these questions from our minds. You see, what I've come and done today is I've begun by discussing the answers that people should have done for last week. So please do not copy those answers from anywhere, so that it will be of help to you. When you do revision, the ones you get correct, those ones you will not forget. The ones you get wrong, when I give you the correct answers, more often than not, you tend not to forget. So I have unrestricted them as you watched. This is how we take the class attendance register. This is how we do it. So I click on the class attendance register. I took it for last week. I can even show you that one. These are all the ones you have missed. So I only started updating from last week. Let me show you. This is for last week. There were only 2 people in attendance. This is present, a person who has come to the class late, a person who is excused, and A represents absent. So you are excused, mother, because you did not attend. For now, I'm just trying to be lenient here. So for today's class, this is how we do it. So you have attended, you have attended, and you have attended. I should have written late, but anyway, you have attended, and you have actually listened to 90 or more % of this class today. That's how we do it. It's 3:10 p.m. You have until 5. if you will need any additional time, please contact me. I'll be willing to add you time. If you will need any more time, please contact me. I'm willing to add you some more time. So any questions, any comments, you can do them now, please. In normal circumstances, we usually require you to mute your mic, but I don't see the need for that today. We are only three. Sandra, you can type your questions. You can type your questions in the public chat. Lawrence, you can ask them verbally. Mother, you can ask them verbally.
How am I supposed to send the answers?
Or let me show you. Let me show you how we do that. Again, I am sharing my screen. I should be coming to you live. So this is revision topic 1. This is topic 2. So if under topic 3, hope you can see. Let me expand again. I had reduced the size. Okay. Under topic 3, down there is where you will find the discussion forum. So you click on the discussion forum. You click on it. I have clicked on it. It has opened. Then when you open, what you will first see is the questions. Discussion forum for week 3. There's 3 questions. And then here it's written, add a new discussion topic. You click on it. I have clicked on it. It has opened. So you write your subject, answers, and then you type your answers for question 1. You can begin with question 1 here and type your answers. Question 2, type your answers, and then question 3, type your answers again. When you're done, you click post to forum. You click here, post to forum, and they will post to forum. Remember, I require you to have at least 5 points well explained. Let's practice that. Let's try and practice that. Hope that is clear.
Yes.
Okay. Any other question? Lawrence, any question?
No. I'm okay.
Sandra, you can type your question, Sandra. Okay, she has logged out. So thank you. Let me end the meeting there. Thank you for coming. Thank you for attending. I'm happy that you were able to attend. All right. Please do the questions by 5 p.m. If you find any difficulty, reach out to me and I will assist you. Thank you.